The gig movement started in 2008 when we rediscovered an ancient truth of more than 2,000 years old, which stated, "A good man leaves an inheritance of moral stability and goodness to his children's children, and the wealth of the sinner finds its way eventually into the hands of the righteous for whom it was laid up." This specific text is found in Proverbs 13:22. Unfortunately, because it was contained as one of the books of the Bible and stated in a language that sounded as if it was only meant for Christians, the real power of this ancient truth got lost. The breakthrough came when we rediscovered how the book of Proverbs came about originally. In the time of Solomon, people could not write things down as we are doing today, and only the very rich could afford the scribes and writing materials. By the time Solomon became the king of Israel, many of these proverbs already existed. It came about when the wise men of old would observe the society around them. When they saw how a particular set of circumstances always resulted in a specific outcome, that then became known as a society law. This law proved to be always true regardless of the time period in which it happens, or the culture of the people, or the age or education level of the person who committed the action. Since people could not afford to write these laws down, it was passed on verbally from generation to generation and became known as Proverbs. Solomon was not only a rich king, but also a scholar who made his own observations and made sure these proverbs were protected for the benefit of future generations by compiling it in a book called Proverbs. The wisdom contained in the book of Proverbs is timeless and still true for any person in any time period, regardless of the religion, education, culture, or status. Let's revisit the law in Proverbs 13:22 and rephrase it in today's language. It now states that in any time period, and regardless of a person's religion or background, if that person or couple dedicate their lives here on earth to build an inheritance that will still be there to benefit the generation of their children's children, then that family who do so will over time attract to themselves the wealth or unused resources of those one generation families who missed the mark or sinner by only living for the present and do not prepare for the future. The words moral stability and goodness further implies that such an inheritance must be built on sound values and to the benefit of the greater society. Any corruption and greed won't stand the test of time.